guys, welcome to my beach vlog. I guess this is my first time picking up the camera for YouTube video. It's been a while. I kind of miss making a video and sharing my journey and making memories on vlog. I'm actually not home, as you can see. My backgrounds are different. It's also a bit noisy. Sorry about the noise. Our room is kind of close to a generator or something, a giant generator down there. I am in Borneo and we are by the beach at the moment. We've been here for a few days. This is the second half of the trip. The first half we spent a lot of time in the city. We went to see orangutan, wildlife reservation. Is not a zoo. I love about that wildlife reservation because there's no cage. These orangutan are not being caged. They are freely they are free to roam around in the forest. They can come to the center to have their breakfast and have their lunch, and then they can go back to the nest. And we saw 3 orangutan, one alpha male named Anwar, the other 2, one old lady named Hiroko, a sexy old lady, and the last one is Ruby. She's a young adult with 11 years old age. And we went to a museum. We went to the cultural museum. It's amazing because you got to see, I get educated on how many tribes are there in Borneo, the history of the Bornean people, their culture, the beliefs, the spiritual beliefs and all that is amazing. And we also get on a quick short trip on sampan just to get the feel of it, because my husband never get on a sampan before, and it was his first time. It was very cute. It was very, very fun as well. But it was steamy hot in the city. Yeah, we walk around the city, and that's just about that. And the second half of this vacation is all about relaxation. So we're at the beach right now, and the next few days is just for us to spend some time to relax and rejuvenate, I guess. Now, while we are on the beach, I guess this is a time for us to rejuvenate, to relax, because the last few days is just go. We did a lot of walking. This time round, when we are on the beach on the second half of the vacation, it's good also for me to catch up on my reading, and therefore I'm making this reading vlog. If I be honest, I haven't been reading much since we got here. Probably half an hour a day to read before bed or in between meals. Oh my god, there's a big bee in front of me. Okay, go away, you, go away. Okay, I love nature, but not really adventurous. But anyway, I've brought few books with me on Kindle. I downloaded few books on Kindle, and I have only brought one physical book with me. I don't want to travel heavy. I just want to travel light. So this is the book that I brought. We get to that soon. The first book that I read is The Hole. I finished a book by Hiroko Oyamada. The Hole is a Japanese translation short story. It's a very short, nice, kind of weird a little bit, but it's very casual. It's about a lady who quit her job and followed her husband to his hometown, and that's where she met new people. She made friends with her neighbors, and she has a very weird mother-in-law. She also discovered the new relatives from the husband's side, and then she experienced nature. There's this thing that she obsessed about seeing this, probably a black animal or mammals that she found keep going into the hole by the river, and she fell into the hole. That was an experience about how she discovered it and how she feel about it, and the whole story is just about her experience in this place. There's not much of a plot. I would say I give it a 3-star on Goodreads, and I don't think it grabbed me much. I still find it clever to give a view of how a woman feel when you follow your husband. You have to quit your job. You follow your husband to help him, to be with him and support him in starting a new life, a new job in a new place. Not a new place, in his hometown. There's also you getting to know and getting immersed into the journey. So I guess that's why I give it three star. The second book that I've read is Maggie Blue and the White Crow. This is a sequel to the Maggie Blue and the Dark World. I love the first book very much because this is about a story of an 11-year-old young girl, Maggie, who came from a different town. She was sent away because the mother was not feeling well, and she was sent to a rehab, and then the father cheated on the mother, has a new girlfriend and was on a trip, whatever. And Maggie was sent to stay with Esme. Esme is her aunt, and she's very nice, she's very quirky. She's not married, but you can see that she has occasional visitors at night, male visitors at night, and Maggie has to adapt into that environment. But not just that, she has to go to a new school, she has to try to make a new friend. And she's not a rich girl, so that is why you can see that throughout the story, she's very obsessed with this one girl named Ida, who is very rich. She has everything that a girl can dream of for 11-year-old. She has a very nice phone casing. She has very nice clothes, always updated, very tall, very pretty. So Maggie is very obsessed with her. She was trying to make friends with Ida, but Ida is a bully. So I have no idea. It's just stressed me out at the very beginning, because Maggie keep wanting to be Ida's friend, and somehow Maggie discovered this talking cat in her journey, in her adventure. The start of the adventure is when she met this talking cat. His 11-year-old cat, male, named Hoogie, and he has one eye and he can talk, and he became her friend. The second book is where she's trying to find balance to have a quieter life after all the adventure, and somehow she was dragged again back to the dark world, and this time to save her mother, who escaped from the rehab, because her mother already warned her that she felt that somebody is chasing her and tried to capture her and kill her. And that's when the dark world really captured her mother, and Maggie has to go back to the dark world. So I'm 90% out of it. I can say that probably I would give 4 stars for the second book, for the sequel. The first book is 5 stars for me. I find the first book is more interesting than the second one. The next book on the list is The Stranger, 30% In by Kathryn Hore. It's written by a female author about a female character. It's definitely a feminism book. It's a dystopian feminine Western story. I think this is my first time reading this kind of theme about Western story. In this universe, the cowboy town is protected from sickness, from this, what do you call that thing? Yeah, basically Darkwater is isolated town from the city. There's a gate that kept the local being blocked from the town, from the big city. All visitors that wants to pass through into this town need to be tested before entering the town, because there's a dangerous sickness in this dangerous virus in this era. And one day the stranger came to town. This stranger is a female character, which I believe is going to be the main character, the heroine, who will save and make the changes to the town. A girl named Chelsea. She is a person of interest, and she's owned by this ruler of the town named, what's that guy name? He's very misogynistic. I hate him. I don't know. I don't care what his name, but he's very misogynistic, and he owns Chelsea, and he owns the town as well. So I think there's gonna be a conflict between the heroine, the stranger, and the ruler of the town. I don't know what's gonna happen yet, because I'm just 30% in. Probably gonna go back a few pages back to remember what was the plot, and hopefully I can finish the story. So far, it's a very nice story. Very nice story. I think it's very beautifully written. descriptions of the universe of this dark water is very sharp. Next on the list is one and only physical book that I brought with me, which is the Bookshare by Phaedra. So very nice, beautiful cover, very casual book. Is about a woman fiction. It's about a girl, our main girl who loves to read. I'm only 5 pages in, so from what I see, her everyday life, everyday reality is less romantic in her perspective. She somehow landed a job as a housekeeping, and the place that she works at is with a publisher. I think it's a publisher company, and she worked closely with an author. So she keep the author's place well kept and pristine. But when the author died and left a last wish, the last wish was to complete her story. So our main girl here would be the one to continue the writing and finish to write the book. So I don't know yet what's going to happen, but this is supposed to be an adventure for the girl named Leaf Green, I think. Her name is Leaf something, and this is about her finishing the book. It is about her adventure to write the book for this so-called friend, which is the author. And the last one is Britt Murray is here. I'm only 30% on this book, and I'm listening to on audiobook. And my first thought of this book, I think Frederick Beckman is brilliant. This is my first book by Frederick Beckman. I've heard my friend, who is also a bookstagrammer, give a review that Frederick Beckman is an excellent writer. So I got my hands on the first book, but I'm listening it on audiobook, and the audiobook is very lovely. I love the narrator. I love Britt Murray so far. I think she's lovable. She's funny. This story is about a woman who believes in right and wrong. Everything for her must be in order. Everything for her must be very well planned. Everything for her needs to be pristine. This story is about her adventure, discovering new experience throughout her new job. She took a job. Despite all this surgery that she had, she took a new job. I think it's a part-time job, just to fill up her time. And the main reason why she wanted to work is because she heard the news. I think it was her sister who died, and her sister died, or this lady died, and it came out on the news that they only knew that she died only because the smell came up, and because nobody knew that she was in the house. So Britt Murray was so worried that one day when she vaporized from the world, she would die in the house alone. The only reason she took the job is so that people know her existence. I think this is a special book. It's very heartwarming, very funny at the same time. It is very enjoyable. Well, I think that's all for the reading list that I have for the next 4 or 5 days to finish before I get back to KL. It's very optimistic, I know. Now I'm gonna go and get maybe a few more minutes to reading, and we're gonna go for a spa and spend the rest of the afternoon by the pool or by the beach. I'll probably take a nap.
Peace out. Baby, so cold. Got that I need. Baby, so cold. Got that I need. Baby, so cold. Got that I need. Baby, so cold. Baby, so
we only have 2 days to go before we got back home to stay by the beach, and I spent the whole afternoon today to finish this book. I spent almost 5 hours by the pool today because the weather is just nice, even though it was raining, and I knew that I wanted to go back to my room, but I keep on telling myself after one chapter, and after one chapter I keep staying because I couldn't put it down. It was so good. It was so absorbing. I was so engaged with the character. It's like I'm having a conversation with her. Her name is Olivia Green. It's basically about Olivia in her 40s who was married and she has 2 sons, and somehow she did not pursue her dream to be a writer, and she got a job as a housekeeper. And the job that she got, and she was working for her favorite author. So she admired this author so much, and one day she was trying to have a conversation with her author, and with this author who is also her employer, and the author asked her some input. For some reason, the author told her that I wanted you to help me with my writing. She was over the moon with that thoughts and with that offer. And the next day, for some reason, this author passed away. And the last wish of this author was to ask Olivia to help her complete her writing. And she wanted Olivia, only Olivia, to complete the book for her. The whole story is about her experience. The whole story is about her journey, the people that she met, the publishers that she have to deal with the journalists who write some crappy stuff about the author, and there's also her experience traveling to Croatia. Descriptions of the places are very beautiful. It was by the beach, and there's also a hint of her life as a mother, her life as a wife, and also the expectation of the society, especially from the lens from her husband, who has a high expectation on her. Oh yeah, one thing that makes this journey interesting is that the last wish was not just only to ask Olivia to complete the book for the author, but the author is also asking for her death to be a secret until the book is released. It was also a mention of how Olivia as a woman is being perceived, expectations on her responsibilities as a wife, her responsibility as a mother, and she needs to be there when things happen. Something happened to her son, she needs to clean up the place. She was expected to prepare everything for the family while she was also having a full-time job as a housekeeper. And I really don't like the husband, because the husband always look down on her somehow. He thinks that Olivia doesn't have this capability to be the person that she wants to be. He always feels that he needs to protect her somehow, and Olivia doesn't want any protection. She feels that she's an independent woman in her 40s who already have a grown-up son who's going to university, and she really wanted to pursue her dream. But I love her relationship with her mother, who is a representation of a very motherly figure, who believes in her, who loves her so much. They have tea together, they have a conversation, they send texts to each other, they meet almost every 2 weeks or once a week for coffee. And I love the vibe from Olivia's mom. And overall, I think this is gonna be a default writer for me whenever I go for a holiday. I really love, if you love books, you love the idea of being a writer, you love a cozy, happy ending, wholesome feelings, vacation. This is a book that you can actually pick up and bring during your vacation. For the rest of the vacation, I have books on my Kindle that I can try finish.